Hello, and welcome to Story Path English. Today, I'm sharing a story. It's called I Walked to the Market. This story will help you practice your English speaking with a special method called shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to my words and repeat them right after me. Copy my voice, my speed, and my feelings. This will help you speak clearly, understand English better, and feel so much more confident. Are you ready? Let's begin. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories to practice your English. My name is Lila. I'm 24 years old. I live in a small town called Willowbrook with my grandmother, Elsie, and my cat, Pepper. Our town is quiet, with winding streets, old brick houses, and a market square where everyone gathers on weekends. I work at a flower shop. It's called Blossom Corner. I arrange roses, lilies, and daisies into beautiful bouquets. I love the smell of flowers and the smiles they bring to people's faces. But one Saturday morning, something happened. Something unexpected. Something that changed my life. It was a bright, sunny day. The sky was a perfect blue. A soft breeze carried the scent of freshly cut grass. I woke up early, like I always do on market days, because my grandma Elsie loves fresh vegetables. For her famous Sunday stew, she handed me a woven basket and a list in her neat handwriting. Carrots, potatoes, leeks, parsley, and rye bread. Be quick, Lila, she said with a wink. And don't stop at Mrs. Carter's jam stall again. I laughed. I promised to stay focused. I slipped on my favorite blue dress and my sneakers. Pepper, my cat, meowed at me from the windowsill, like he was saying, "Bring me something tasty." I grabbed my basket, tucked the list into my pocket, and stepped out into the warm morning. The market was a short walk, just 15 minutes down a cobblestone path, lined with oak trees. I loved this walk. It gave me time to think, to hum a tune, or wave at neighbors in their gardens. As I walked, I saw something unusual. A small sign taped to a lamppost. It said, "Lost dog." A brown terrier named Rusty, with a reward and a phone number. There was a photo, blurry, but his eyes were so soulful. My heart felt heavy. I love animals, and a lost dog made me so sad. I took a picture of the sign with my phone. I promised myself I'd look for Rusty on my way. The market square was alive when I arrived. Stalls bursting with color. Red apples, golden bread, herbs tied with string. The air smelled of cinnamon buns, grilled sausages, and fresh coffee. People chatted and laughed, their voices mixed with the clink of coins and rustling bags. I started with Grandma's list. I went to Mr. Patel's vegetable stall. he greeted me with a big grin. "Lila," he said. "Got the best carrots in town today. Picked them this morning." I smiled. I picked out bright orange carrots and plump potatoes. As I handed over my coins, I heard something. A faint whimper. I froze. It came again, a soft, sad sound. From behind the stall. I leaned over, looking into the shadows. Between Mr. Patel's table and some wooden crates. There, curled up in the shade, was a small brown dog. With matted fur and big, worried eyes. My heart skipped a beat. Could this be Rusty? "Mr. Patel," I whispered. "There's a dog back there." He looked surprised and peeked over. "Well, I'll be," he said. "Must have wandered in. Poor thing, looks scared." I crouched down. I spoke softly. "Hey, little one, are you okay?" The dog's ears twitched, but he didn't move. I reached into my basket. I had a biscuit from home. "Don't tell Grandma." I broke off a piece and held it out. The dog sniffed, then inched closer. His tail gave a tiny wag. I checked his collar. "The tag," said Rusty. I was thrilled, but nervous. What if he ran off before I could call? I sat, cross-legged on the ground. I kept my voice calm. "Stay with me, Rusty," I said. "We'll find your family." Mr. Patel gave me a piece of string for a leash. I tied it gently around Rusty's collar. I pulled out my phone and dialed the number from the sign. A woman's voice answered. She sounded so frantic. "Hello? Have you seen Rusty?" I told her where I was, and that I found a dog like hers. She gasped. "Oh, thank you," she said. "I'm Emma, and Rusty's my best friend. I'll be there in 10 minutes. I said I'd wait by Mr. Patel's stall. Then I gave Rusty another piece of biscuit. He licked my hand, and I felt so warm inside. Helping him felt right. While I waited, I kept shopping to finish Grandma's list. I got leeks and parsley from Mrs. Kim's stall. She told me about her new recipe for leek soup. "You must try it, Lila," she said. She gave me a handwritten recipe. I thanked her and slipped it into my pocket. Then I went to the bakery for rye bread. Rusty trotted beside me. His tail wagged more now. People stopped to pet him. "What a cute dog," they said. I smiled but watched the crowd, waiting for Emma. 10 minutes later, a young woman came, with curly hair and a worried face. "Rusty," she cried. The dog pulled the string from my hand. He ran to her, jumping into her arms. Emma hugged him so tightly. Tears ran down her face. "Thank you so much," she said, looking at me. "I've been searching since yesterday." He slipped out of our yard, and I was so scared. I introduced myself. Emma said she just moved to Willowbrook. I don't know anyone here yet, she said. You're the first person who's made me feel welcome. I blushed. I wasn't used to such kind words. She offered me a reward. A small envelope with cash. But I shook my head. Just keep Rusty safe, I said. That's enough for me. Emma smiled. She promised to visit me at Blossom Corner. I finished my shopping. I felt so light. The market was still buzzing, but I was ready to go home. As I walked down the cobblestone path, Rusty's happy barks stayed in my mind. I couldn't wait to tell Grandma about my morning. When I got home, she was in the kitchen, stirring a pot of soup. You're late, she teased, but her eyes twinkled. I set the basket on the counter and told her everything. The sign, Rusty and Emma. Grandma listened. She nodded. You did a good thing, Lila, she said. Kindness always comes back to you. She sliced the rye bread. We sat down to lunch. Pepper curled up at my feet. I felt proud, but something stayed in my thoughts. Emma seemed so alone, like she needed a friend. I decided I'd look for her at the market next week. Maybe we could get coffee and talk more. The next Saturday, I walked to the market with a spring in my step. I looked for Emma in the crowd, hoping she'd bring Rusty. And there she was near the fruit stall. Her curly hair and Rusty's wagging tail. Lila, she called, waving. We hugged like old friends. She told me she'd settled into her new house. I brought Rusty to say hi, she said, laughing as he licked my hand. We spent the morning together, strolling through the market. Emma bought apples. I picked up flowers for the shop. We shared a cinnamon bun. We talked about everything. Our favorite books. Our dreams. Even our fears. Emma wanted to start a bakery someday. I told her my secret wish. To open a flower garden cafe. We could team up, she joked. And we laughed, imagining a cozy shop with flowers and pastries. As we walked, I saw another sign on a lamp post, this time for a lost cat. My heart sank again, but Emma nudged me. Let's keep an eye out, she said. We're a good team. I nodded, feeling a spark of excitement. Maybe this was the start of something new. Not just a friendship, but an adventure. That evening, I sat with Grandma. I told her about my day. She smiled. See, Lila, she said. You walked to the market for vegetables, but you found so much more. She was right. I'd found courage. I'd found kindness. And a new friend. And maybe, just maybe, I'd found a piece of myself. Now, it's your turn to practice. Watch this video again. Pause after each sentence. Repeat it with the shadowing technique. Copy my voice. Feel the emotion. Speak with confidence. This is how you grow your English. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories. Thank you for learning with me. See you next time.